Imagine a world where your citizenship no longer demands your loyalty, where the idea of allegiance is not something you're bound to by birth or circumstance, but a choice made by who you are and what you truly believe in. Think about what chains you down today. The invisible, suffocating grip of belonging to a nation that tells you who you must be, what you must value, and where your destiny can or cannot go. It's exhausting, isn't it? The constant pressure to conform, to toe the line, to serve systems that are designed not for you, but for preserving themselves. Every day, millions wake up feeling trapped, not by walls or guards, but by invisible borders in their minds. Borders built from rules, identities forced upon you before you even understand who you really are. This isn't just a fantasy, it's the reality for founders, investors, leaders, and professionals all over the world. We all know what it feels like to want more, to burst those borders wide open, to break free from the comfortable prisons disguised as nations. The pain runs deep. It's the frustration of being boxed into a role that doesn't fit, the anger at systems that reward mediocrity while punishing excellence, the exhaustion of pretending to be someone who serves a flag instead of serving a mission. Those relentless feelings that you are simultaneously everywhere and nowhere, belonging nowhere yet expected to pledge everything. It's a heavy weight on shoulders already carrying the burden of building, innovating, leading. Those moments when your guts scream for freedom, for the chance to redefine what it means to be a citizen. But the world keeps pushing back, binding you to outdated loyalties and rules meant for another era. But what if this could change? What if citizenship did not mean allegiance to any country, culture, or party? Imagine a world where your identity, your loyalty, your commitment were yours alone to decide, not handed down by birth, history, or geography. Imagine a network where you are connected not by borders, but by the shared fire inside you, a collective that doesn't ask you to fit in, but demands you stand out. You can see it, because it's already being born in the minds of the few who refuse to comply, the rebels who scorn the status quo, those who burn with a fire too fierce to be extinguished by systems of control. This isn't a utopian dream. It's the next level of human evolution, and you are part of it, whether you realize it or not. The secret that the world doesn't want you to find out is this: freedom isn't a place. It's not a passport, a national ID, or a promise printed on paper. Freedom is the power you reclaim over yourself when you stop answering to flags and start answering to your own will. The individuals who defy national allegiances have already begun reshaping reality to fit their vision, not the other way around. Because in transcending citizenship as a contract of loyalty, they multiply their impact. They build partnerships not tied by geography, but by purpose. They forge alliances not based on identity, but on shared values and ambitions. This is where your power lies. You don't have to wait for governments to change or for borders to disappear. You have the ability to rewrite your own story. Step 1. Recognize that allegiance is a choice, not a mandate. When you grasp that, everything else shifts. This means you decide where your loyalty lives. Is it with a system that limits you, or with a movement of individuals who dare to challenge the old, to blow up the templates, and forge new currents? It means building a network with people who see the world not as it is imposed, but as it could be: diverse, fluid, borderless. Step 2. Build your sovereignty like a muscle. This is not about rejecting support or cooperation. It's about refusing to be ruled by someone else's identity or agenda. It means being fiercely critical, not accepting the familiar narratives, but questioning everything that keeps you chained. Why define success by status, nationality, or compliance when you could define it by impact, by transformation, by your unique essence? Be ruthless with tradition. Be patient with yourself, but daily reclaim your power. Sovereignty is your weapon, and wield it to break the invisible rules. Step 3. Find your people. But not many, only the few who burn with the same intensity. The world doesn't need mass conformity. It needs rare synergy. It needs those who are ready to align their brilliance, not blend it away. Create networks not based on homeland or passport, but on radical alignment of purpose. Those people, your tribe, are the future. Alone you are a spark, together a wildfire. This is independence through intense connection, not isolation. Step 4. Practice transformation relentlessly. A new kind of citizenship means unlearning everything taught about loyalty, identity, and belonging. It means shifting from being a subject of a nation to being an agent of change without borders. It means reimagining systems, laws, ethics, and communities based on shared human potential, not arbitrary lines on maps. This isn't about escaping reality, it's about shaping a new one where creativity and freedom are the currencies, where diversity is strength, and where true equality comes from recognizing that no single flag can contain human spirit. Step 5. Be patient. Actual freedom takes time. Don't mistake the noise of hype or distraction for progress. You're playing the long game, a game that rewards those who build steadily, who prioritize essence over appearance, meaning over comfort. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You may feel isolated now, but every step you take adds to a foundation stronger than any wall or border. Here's the truth no one dares to say out loud. The structures of citizenship we know are crumbling, but the world has no ready alternative. That's the opportunity and the call to action. For founders, investors, leaders who feel the suffocating weight of national allegiance, the question isn't if citizenship will change. It's whether you will be part of creating what comes next. Because if you don't, someone else will, and history will forget your name. See yourself as a pioneer of a borderless era. Your citizenship is no longer where you were born, it's where your vision lives. Your allegiance is not demanded by a government. It is earned by your own creative fire and your commitment to a higher mission. Your identity is fluid, evolving, and defined by your choices and actions, not old maps or political claims. The greatest problem today isn't that the world lacks rules, it's that the existing rules suffocate the exceptional. They reward mediocrity, punish brilliance, and divide us with artificial loyalties. But the solution isn't to tear it all down mindlessly. It's to transcend the system, to build an alternative infrastructure where the rare find each other and multiply their power through genuine connection. Imagine joining that network, a place not for everyone, but for the few who dare. Where your mind is free to soar beyond national identities, where your spirit doesn't bend beneath imposed allegiances. This isn't about escaping reality or shirking responsibility. It's about embodying responsibility on your own terms, as a sovereign individual connected to a global cause bigger than any nation-state. Those who are done waiting, the rebels, the creators, the visionaries, already live this truth. They know freedom starts in the mind and expands outward through every choice, every alliance, every action that disregards shallow loyalties and embraces radical belonging. Radical belonging to a circle that sees you, understands you, expels your limits, and fuels your ascent. This is your path if you choose it. To become a citizen of the world, not because a piece of paper says so, but because your life proves it every day. To become a force unleashed, no longer tethered to a flag, but ignited by a purpose. To create networks where allegiance is earned through shared fire, not demanded by birthright. To unlearn the obedience coded into you by past systems and rewrite the future with your own hand. The world awaits those who can do this. Not the many who settle, but the few who dare to burn. Not those who wait for certificates, but those who create new realities. To these few, allegiance doesn't mean submission. It means choosing where your loyalty lives and choosing to live free. To these few, citizenship isn't a limit, it's a launch pad. Your next move will define you, not as a subject of a nation, but as an architect of the future. Refuse to be tethered, refuse to be boxed in, refuse to serve flags written by others. Claim your true allegiance, build your sovereignty, find your tribe, transform reality, play the long game, and rise beyond borders, beyond nations, beyond allegiance, because this is freedom reborn, and the world will never be the same.